period of what was a 4-1 Gophers victory in a 2-game sweep. But it's been 3 straight shutouts for Strauss Mann since, 2 against Michigan State and then last night.
He picked up his 11th career shutout with his work last night.
Good to see number 14, Brock Faber, back in the Gophers lineup after
Summers in New York just playing a little catch while Minnesota changes. Now Kent Johnson joins. Ranta trying to surprise him on the forecheck. McManus, that centering feed. That's knocked down in front. Excellent defensive play by Keaton Pearson. As Faber. Crisp pass on for Brandon McManus. Here comes Ranta. Ranta right in front. No one there to take it. And then Faber breaks his stick with that slap shot. Minnesota's not done yet. But they lose it. And watch out. Here comes Morgan in Michigan. Morgan shoots right at...
He was shut down by McLaughlin. Wolverines operate first with a man to the good.
They were 1 for 2 in their victory versus Ohio State yesterday on the power play. And there they... Minnesota. Little pushback here. Brodzinski the low shot off the pad of Mann. That Michigan goal has awoken them from their slumber. McManus staples Kent Johnson to the boards. Now it's Lacombe hearing the whistle.
Everything out in the ice. Efficient and effortless.
Matty Beniers. Back pressure behind. Ranta hounding him. Owen Power tucks it in. Settling down that bouncing puck was LaFontaine. Sealing the wall there's Matty Beniers. Ryan Johnson hurriedly up the boards. Beniers holding in for the Wolverines. Brock Faber one-handed up the wall. There's Ranta. Now a little time and room to make an outlet pass for Brandon McManus. Morgan sneaks his way in. Watched closely by Brock Faber. Becker. Power sneaks in from the point. Kent Johnson couldn't release the shot, but he gets it back. He draws some attention. Becker fires that skittering wide. Beniers to Johnson. Back out in front. The slot is well protected by Minnesota, but they still can't clear it. Owen Power. Kent Johnson fights for possession of that puck. Beniers in there. Good play by Brock Faber to give Ryan Johnson a little room now to pick his head up and find the right recipient.
And little backhand sauce. 8 feet to Jack Becker. Yeah, that's why Owen Power has it all.
Said he preferred the box lacrosse because he didn't have a good shot. Apparently there was something that he's not good at. Ryan Johnson trying to find his way in. McLaughlin is in front. Reedy wants it. He gets it and hammers it wide. McLaughlin to Reedy. Faber. A difficult pass to accept. It had some heat on it. And it brings Johnson and Faber back into their own end. Walker just flicks it into a place he knows he can get to first. Morgan, Michigan trying to clear. Reedy holding in. Brock Faber goes for a little skate, finds Colin Munson. Faber still making himself available. Here's Ryan Johnson. Johnson fires. That's tipped right into Mann. That third pass, and as a result, Michigan will clear.
Well, Michigan's penalty killing since the last 6 weeks has been challenged by the absence of Johnny Beecher out for the season with shoulder surgery.
Ryan Johnson. That wrist shot, not gloved cleanly there by Mann as he allowed a rebound. In a way, Jack Summers goes. Great back check by Blake McLaughlin. Brodzinski, the shot from distance, that was blocked. Reed fires it over the crossbar. Michigan has returned to full strength. And now they clear it. Shots 11-6 favoring Minnesota. Michigan leading on the Kent Johnson goal. And offside on the Wolverine, amongst others.
Amongst others, yes. Just a day in Manhattan Beach.
Staudiker almost directed into their own goal there. I believe it was off of Blake McLaughlin. Pearson. Shots blocked by McLaughlin. Morgan holding in. Beniers goes to the boards there with Sammy Walker. Those two are just a blur. Ken Johnson. Lacombe is on him. Cam York gets that shot away quickly. Beniers eliminated by Walker. Here's Ken Johnson. Lacombe doing the work on him. And it's Reedy trying to push the puck away. Instead, now it's Staudiker reversing.
1 minute in first period.
Final minute of the period.
The backhand, but Jack LaFontaine whipped through the crease and out the other side.
Blankenberg. Beniers angles his way across center. Now will lift it in.
Minnesota.
Munson dropping to Perbix. Seems like we've been awaiting this matchup all season. They met earlier in the year, but it was around the World Junior Tournament. So a lot of these high-end players on both teams were not involved in that original matchup.
Yeah, Gophers lost their 3 outstanding D-men.
York right in front, protecting the goal was Colin Munson. Cam York, though, stays on the puck. Beniers. That's off of Perbix's stick. Barely stays in play off the high glass. Lacombe under duress there. Morgan all over him on the forecheck, but he's able to use his skating ability to escape. And now it's Perbix with a chance. Low drive.
For a well-needed change. Gophers had the 5-on-5 power play going against them.
Looks like it would have been a wonderful opportunity there that Sorensen had to fire that puck. Maybe a little reluctant. Franklin the shot, man down. These defenders take that puck away.
The pen begged to be called and was.
Owen Power. Michigan begin this power play. Low shot stopped by LaFontaine. Kent Johnson, the first period goal scorer for Michigan. Power, again, straight away, Kent Johnson. Providing the screen is Becker in front. Now Becker behind the goal. Along with Johnson. Holding in is Owen Power. Minute 20 left in this advantage. Power guides it to Blankenberg.
Passing looked very good, scoring the game's opening goal.
Beniers. What a play by Ben Myers. Wins the draw and then single-handedly clears it. He loves to drop down on his knees, whether shooting the puck, trying to clear the puck, sometimes taking a face-off. It's interesting to watch Ben Myers and his versatility shine. Blankenberg to Kent Johnson. Final 10 seconds of the power play, and that's going to be about it. Beniers walking right in. Almost an opportunity. Big Ten Network crew led by our director, Pat O'Connor, and our producer, Denny Blunt. Had a good look and showed that, yeah, he got a little stick on him in Tripoli.
This is a Minnesota team, remember, that only averages 6.3 minutes a game in penalties, and they've reached their limit just past the halfway point, I think.
So Michigan an opportunity to expand their lead. This is Becker. Matty Beniers out of the corner. Owen Power in his power play perch. Kent Johnson returning to Power. wades his way in for a closer look. Beniers, he's on his backhand, gives it to Johnson, and you can hear how he just hammers that shot off the glass. Johnson looking for his second goal of the evening. Kind of finesses his way into the middle of the dot. Beniers, power. Blankenberg, Kent Johnson, 55 seconds to go on the power play. Such efficient puck movement. Sneaking in his own power. Didn't like the option of a shot. Right in front, Becker. Power pushes it. Blankenberg flicks it over the crossbar. Minnesota trouble getting a sniff on the puck right now. McComb doing his best. Pops loose in a diving play by Jackson Nelson to clear it.
In the period of the long change, the Gophers were down.
Jimmy Lambert, Minnesota now, trying to counter. Perbix goes to the goal. Sorensen keeps it alive for a moment, but Kent Johnson back on it for the Wolverines, and here's Owen Power. Drives it in, weird hop off those boards, and almost a goal gift wrap for Kent Johnson in front.
Back in Trail, British Columbia, they call that the Kaminkle bounce.
You want to explain that one?
Well, the Kaminkle bounce is just a lucky bounce in their home rink that he played in junior.
Brodzinski. Little whirl and twirl there by Nathan Burke. Matty Beniers chops that puck out. Morgan Johnson, great effort to defend. Minnesota can't allow Michigan to score a late goal. LaFontaine, crazy
Watch for fans. He says, not something I necessarily try to do, but pretty cool if I can be exciting while I try to help my team win.
Why not? Look at highlight videos. Here's Ken Johnson. Fights his way down low.
I think some fans will be paying a lot of money for good tickets to watch him be exciting in the future.
Minnesota's able to clear it. 50 seconds to go in the period. Off the skate there of
Gophers don't get one in the next 45 seconds. And I mean, every line was changed. It was wholesale. Their line combinations, Michigan will get called for icing again here. Or they could constitute a line with Scott Reedy at center and such.
McComb sees that wrist shot deflect off the body before it arrives to goal. Brian Johnson in from the point. Morgan trying to wrap him up. Hops loose for Sampo Ranta. Jackson Nelson digging away there as well, and it's Pearson hoisted it to center. Johnson has to be careful with Luke Morgan on his back.
The guy in goal for Michigan, Strauss-Mann, has been awfully good.
Sammy Walker and Minnesota begin their breakout. Blake McLaughlin galloping down the near side. Pass changing directions before it arrived near Reedy. Minnesota holding in. Brock Faber. McLaughlin turns away from the pressure. Blake McLaughlin unable to unleash that shot, but keeps the puck. Now fires it, man. Got a late look at that puck as he had a screen in front of him initially. Michigan. Potential 3-on-2, but Reedy coming back. Sneaking in. Morgan gets the shot away. Jack LaFontaine had the left pad down. McLaughlin. A giant handful as well, but not just from the shot.
Deception.
Beniers spreads that puck around, finds Kent Johnson down the left wing boards. Morgan, watched by Faber. Johnson has it scalpeled off his stick by Sammy Walker. Beniers, the low drive. Now Minnesota ready to take off the other way. 3-on-3. Walker over the line. This is Reedy. And it's Summers and Truscott with a lot of room to break the puck out. Just seems like Minnesota doesn't have their usual time on pucks to make plays. Facing Michigan tonight.
Well, that's been the thrust for the Michigan coaching staff. They thought they were suffering from a bit of a defensive disconnect the last couple of weekends.
Brinkman holds in. Blocked by Beniers. And Morgan over the head of Brinkman and down the ice. 12 minutes to go in regulation. Morgan. McLaughlin. Now Minnesota ready to attack again. Truscott back to collect. The forecheck coming in waves here from the Gophers, knowing they need a late goal to tie it. Johnson to drive. That's well wide. Minnesota trying to keep it alive. Kent Johnson. To Truscott. Get some help from Brisson. And a safe exit for Michigan. They wave off a potential icing. Beniers on the forecheck. Securing possession, Ryan Johnson. Cullen Munson is ahead of the play, and he's able to tip that in, so there's no icing. Power uses his backhand, and he's been knocking some people down tonight. They want him to play with some more snarl, some folks, because he is so big. Dakota Raby missing the connection at center with Kent Johnson. Dragged forward by Scott Reedy, Michigan. Cam York flanked by Brisson. Kent Johnson. A dangerous fellows on the ice here for Michigan. Beniers spreads the puck around York. LaFontaine the save. Big rebound. Beniers looking for an opening. Cam York. Bobbled that puck initially. Kent Johnson right between the 2-point men, so Michigan will have to regroup. Beniers. Now heading towards goal. On to Kent Johnson. Morgan first from the forecheck. Johnson. Blankenberg is forced back to center, so now we'll just lay it in. 12 seconds to go. He slams Blankenberg into the end boards. Lacombe there got a stick to that puck. Well, for the second straight set.
And of course, the cardinal rule of overtime: shot on goal is never a bad.
Brodzinski. There's a shot just wide of the goal. Start off overtime. Morgan up with it for Michigan. Guy who scored the first goal of the game, Kent Johnson. Trying to weave his way in across the line. Instead, it's Owen Power back with it.
The pressure of overtime, something that can't be replicated. 3-on-3.
Tipped in by Perbix. Man sees Nathan Burke coming. Kent Johnson slowed up. And that puck pops over
that can score. And Bob Motzko, his group is deep too. He feels the same way.
Minnesota looking for their first ever matchup with Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament if they can win tonight.
Difference. Minnesota has dressed an extra defenseman. I think they wondered about this guy right here, Brock Faber. And Michigan's got the extra forward in Jack Becker.
Nathan Burke. Hard forecheck there on Pearson. In comes Ben Myers as well. Tossing it down low for Burke. But Pearson separates Burke from the puck, and Michigan ready to break out. Led by Matty Beniers. Good stick work there by Ryan Johnson. Puck arrives right back to Matty Beniers, though. He's wrapped up. Brodzinski in Minnesota. Ship it out to center. Beniers and Kent Johnson.